They say every great story needs a powerful ending, and Outlander is no exception. But with Season 8 being the final chapter, fans aren't just hoping for a goodbye. They're craving answers. Why does Claire keep seeing visions of those strange blue wings? What's the real meaning behind Master Raymond's reappearance? And how does Malva's betrayal truly fit into the bigger picture? This isn't just a wrap-up season, it's the moment everything comes full circle. So, let's dive into the biggest unresolved mysteries that Outlander needs to solve before we say farewell. One of the most haunting questions from the Season 7 finale is, what's the deal with Claire's vision of the beating wings? While healing from her gunshot wound, she slipped into a series of surreal, emotional visions. But they weren't just fever dreams. They felt meaningful. One vision in particular stood out: the appearance of Master Raymond and the powerful image of enormous blue wings taking flight. Claire also voiced a heartbreaking thought. Could her first daughter, Faith, have actually survived? It was a gut punch. Faith's death back in Season 2 was one of the series' most emotional moments, and the possibility that there's more to that story is both painful and intriguing. Seeing Master Raymond again stirred even more questions. He appeared, apologized for something, but didn't explain what. For longtime fans, his return was more than a cameo. He's one of the most mysterious figures in the Outlander universe. A time traveler from ancient times, a healer with magical knowledge, and someone with a strange connection to Claire. And then, those blue wings again. This wasn't the first time Claire had seen them. Right after losing Faith in France, she described the same vision while recovering in a haze. Master Raymond had asked her to close her eyes and describe what she saw. Her answer? Blue heron wings. He told her that blue represented healing, and those wings were meant to carry away her pain. Now that the vision has returned, something is clearly waking up inside Claire. Raymond once told her she had a blue aura, just like him. That wasn't just a poetic metaphor. In Outlander, a blue aura means someone is a healer by nature. Claire's talent as a doctor and nurse has always seemed extraordinary, but maybe that's because it truly is. Maybe it's not just what she does, but who she is. Which raises the question, is Claire finally about to unlock a power she never knew she had? Season 8 could be the moment she embraces that deeper part of herself, the one connected to healing, to the mystical, and maybe even to time itself. And let's not overlook the blue heron itself. Claire once said she saw the bird in Scotland and called it the bird of Scotland. But here's something interesting. Blue herons aren't actually native to Scotland. They're from North America. That detail may have slipped past most viewers, but it could be a powerful symbol. Think about it. Scotland is where Claire's journey started. But it's in North Carolina, across the ocean, where she's found her home with Jamie, where her story has grown. Maybe the heron was never about where she came from, but where she was always meant to be. Then there's Fanny Beardsley. Her reappearance around the time Claire's visions return is raising eyebrows. Could Fanny somehow be connected to Faith? Or is she just triggering memories and emotions that Claire has long buried? Either way, these visions are coming back for a reason. There's something Claire is being guided toward, and Season 8 needs to reveal what that is. And while we're on the topic of unresolved pain, let's not forget Malva Christie. In Season 6, she claimed Jamie was the father of her unborn child, throwing Claire into emotional chaos. The betrayal felt calculated and cruel, especially since Claire had taken Malva under her wing, mentoring her and trusting her. But as Season 7 revealed, the truth was far more disturbing. Malva wasn't a schemer. She was a victim. Her half-brother, Alan Christie, had been abusing her in secret. When she became pregnant, he forced her to blame Jamie to protect himself. He figured Jamie's honor would guarantee support and security. Malva went along with it, not because she wanted to, but because she didn't see another way out. Eventually, she'd had enough. She planned to come clean to Claire and finally escape the lie. But before she could, Alan silenced her forever. When Claire learned the truth, her view of Malva changed. She was no longer the villain of the story. She was a terrified girl trapped in a nightmare trying to find her way out. Malva's death can't just be a tragic plot twist. It needs context. It needs closure. Season 8 has to honor her story, not just the lies, but the pain and courage behind them. With everything that's still hanging in the balance, Claire's visions, the mystery of the Heron, Master Raymond's return, the echo of faith, and Malva's redemption, this final season of Outlander carries massive emotional weight. Because in the end, this series has always been more than time travel or romance. It's about the journey of identity, healing, and the quiet pull of destiny. And those blue wings? They aren't just symbolic. They carried Claire through grief once before. And now, as Outlander reaches its end, maybe they're leading her toward the final truth of who she is and what she was always meant to become. So, what do you think? What do the visions mean? Could faith still have a place in Claire's story? And how should Malva really be remembered? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives as we count down to Season 8. There's so much more to uncover, and the end is just the beginning. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.